Alright, what's going on with y'all, man? Y'all already know I don't even do videos like this, but I had to come in here and talk about one of the most craziest, wildest, and fucking goofiest fights in all the anime. You already know, Kaido versus Luffy. Let's get into it, bro. Alright, so after Luffy loses a 3-0 to Kaido, I think it's a 3-0, this man Luffy has an awakening. We cut to the Gorosei, and they're sitting there and they're talking about Luffy's fruit. And of course, at this point, we already know some shit's about to pop off. It seems like we find out that Luffy's fruit actually isn't this rubber fruit, but it's a Nika no Mi. You feel me? Model mythical zone Nika. Alright, so anyway, this man Luffy was completely decimated Kaido after his awakening. Bumped the whole lead Luffy was losing earlier. This nigga Luffy did it all with a smile on his face, I tell you. This nigga Luffy was moonwalking. He was throwing this man Kaido. Complete Toon Force abilities. Kaido was out here screaming for help. I'm telling you, eyes looking merciful. Luffy not letting up. I mean, slamming him. You feel me? And Kaido not knowing what to do. This nigga's orgasming at this point at the mouth, foaming at the mouth, asking this nigga Luffy, who are you? You're not the same person that I've been fighting. Your transformation isn't even like how it should be. This is not what an awakening of a paramecia is, and that's when Kaido knows, Luffy, you ain't a regular nigga. But Luffy never been a regular nigga. Let's be for real. Now, as we continue this fight, we get to a point to where Kaido ends up actually eating this nigga Luffy. And of course, you would think Luffy is in the mouth of a dragon. He's going to die. No, he's not. He has Toon Force. This man Luffy jumps around in this man Kaido, playing in his insides. Oh my god, pause. We get to a point to where Luffy actually gets himself outside of Kaido by putting one hand on funnel, left hand on rear, and jumps out of his mouth. Kaido's looking for him. Luffy in the sky. Where is he? Momo looking. Yamato is like, who is this man? Luffy right there, a motherfucking giant, but then gets bit by Kaido. But Luffy proceeds to jump rope with this nigga Kaido. Now keep in mind, Kaido, as they said, is the strongest person, if not one of the strongest people. No, the strongest creature in One Piece. And Luffy is sitting here jump roping with this man like he's a toy. Are you serious? Like, come on now. Anyways, Luffy dies at a point, but Luffy's Toon powers is so OP that he resurrects himself and then proceeds to bash his chest like a light skin and tell Kaido, nigga, that's me. Now, these brothers have been hashing it out, and I mean really hashing it out. But this man Luffy has the craziest idea, goes into the sky and says the words, Gomu, no lightning. Apparently now Luffy can manipulate already existing lightning at will. Are you serious? Let's keep on. This is an anime that started with somebody literally being able to control their body like rubber. Now he's playing with lightning, playing in Kaido's face at that. And Kaido literally had to point this out to Luffy and said, Luffy, this is not a game. Like, what are you doing? That's when Luffy is getting dragged by Kaido, because Kaido was saying, Luffy, this isn't a game, my brother, and you came here to play and I did not. At this point, Luffy and Kaido have been fighting for a minute, and Kaido is telling this man, Luffy, you're gonna need more than a devil fruit to beat me. You're gonna need haki. Roger was the king of the motherfucking pirates. He put his hands in his pants and did what he had to. Pause. Wait, that's not what Roger did. Roger did all this with no devil fruit. Luffy thinking, what am I going to do? But Luffy has an idea. Luffy's arms been hiding and Kaido doesn't know where it is. Comes to find out it's in the sky. Kaido looking like, what this nigga up to? And Luffy looking at this nigga, hey bruh, let's finish this shit up. So now Kaido sees this massive piece of meat, muscle, coming at him by Luffy. You feel me? And Kaido, of course, now is like, okay, I'ma do something that you ain't seen before. Kaido goes into this mode that the community is still trying to debate if it's an awakening or not with Kaido. It's called Flame Dragon Torch. Anyway, Kaido goes into this mode, and Luffy, of course, tries to hit him, but he's in contact with him with his body and all. And he's just like, hide. Kaido's like, look, if you're gonna beat me, you gotta use more than your devil fruit. And now, that's when Luffy says, okay, we finna clash, and I'm finna use Haki and this Ryu power that I learned from y'all, and I'm gonna use this and the power of plot armor and friendship and all of that good anime protagonist shonen stuff to beat you. Now, these boys, of course, clashing, and they're doing a clash that's better than any clash they've done thus far. I'm talking about clash so big, making gold appear. Clash so big, the heavens is opening up just so we can see it. Now, we get a flashback of Kaido, which is really indication 1 of you're finna be sent straight to the gulag. And we learned that Kaido has always been the strongest and was eventually enslaved and used for politics. And hey, Kaido, I knew you and my people always was one and the same. But let's get back to the fight though. Now, we learned that Kaido only really wants war. He just wants to wreak havoc. And he's looking at Luffy like, what makes you think you can beat me? I'm the best. I'm #1. Nobody has ever beat me. Step that, on God. But what Kaido fails to realize, at least until this point, is he is in the face of the new Joy Boy, Monkey D. Luffy. Now, I know I haven't touched on anybody else throughout this whole thing because I'm only really focusing on the fight, but I'm gonna give it to Momo because my boy Momo got the resolve right here to hold up the entirety of this thing while Luffy was trying to beat down Kaido. And I just had to give him his flowers because Momo has came a long way character-wise. Kaido's just like, Luffy, what kind of world do you think you can create? And Luffy's like, I'm going to create a world where the gang can just eat whatever food they want, not even nothing difficult. And my boy Luffy with the power of friendship and just the memories of all the homies circling in his mind. And my boy Momo trying his best to hold up on the Kishima because he just like, I don't want my people to suffer no more. That boy Luffy persevered. And he knocked down that boy Kaido. Yes, sir. And that's the episode. Now, this is my first video doing anything like this, and I actually enjoyed it. So y'all let me know if y'all want to see me cover something else, maybe do it a little bit more in detail, and I'll do it. I got a song Luffy's just reminding me of right now, so I'm gonna sing it as the outro because I don't want to get copyrighted, and y'all let me know if y'all know what it is. I put on for my city, on for my city, hey.